Hello again, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Just another day, another art vlog. Don't know what I'm going to draw today, so I'm just going to warm up and just kind of add some more clouds on this paper here. It's kind of running out of space, and typically what I do on these little pages here is I'll just kind of fill them up with like random stuff, because all the prime drawing real estate is gone and there's not much for me to do. Now, you might be thinking, why don't you just turn the page? Why don't you just turn it and do just use another page? Well, I don't want to. I really don't want to. I just want to kind of fill this page up to to the brim, and then I'll move on to another page. Yeah, so that's what I typically do, is I'll fill up the entire page with just stuff. Sometimes it's good stuff, sometimes it's not, and so forth. And these little videos here are basically what I would account for my drawing warm-ups. This is just a warm-up page to for when I would actually draw. So I usually do about 10 minutes of like just sketching and doodling. And sometimes the drawings are good and sometimes they're not. And that's okay. I think it's okay to understand that when you're making work and when you're doing anything, that nothing's ever going to be perfect, and just be mindful of that and so forth. But I like to add these clouds here because you can kind of fill up spaces in between spaces. There's also another thing I like to do, is I like to add circles. As an artist, you wouldn't believe it, but being good at drawing circles and simple shapes is very important. You would not, excuse me, you would not believe how hard it is to draw a decent circle. You know? And so what I typically do is sometimes I'll fill up these areas with circles here. So this is day 3 of my art vlog. I don't know where it's going. I really don't know where it's going. I just thought I should use the art vlog as an excuse to get some sort of drawing in for the day. And it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be something. With anything that you do, there is friction. And there is, I guess, like excuse. You make like excuse creating, excuse making or creation, where you're just trying to find reasons not to do the thing that you need to be doing, or not even need to be doing, that you want to do, but you know that it's just like, I gotta sit down and draw today, because it's like work. Whenever you go to work, you're like, oh, I gotta go to work again. Yeah, great. Sign me up for that, right? Man, excuse me. Sign me up for this thing called work, right? It's like that. Even though things that you are passionate about, there are days that you don't want to do that thing. And that's where the act of getting into a habit of doing that thing. And so that's why I've I'm going to be doing this vlog is to do a short little video of me drawing, talking, and kind of psyching myself into the act of drawing. Hopefully by the end of this week, this whole page will be filled up, and then I can move on to another glorious page. And when that, who knows how long it takes for me to finish a page. It could take 30 minutes. It could take 3 hours. It could take 30 hours. Sometimes I'll leave parts of my sketch pad or sketchbook a little less chaotic. Like, this is a pretty chaotic page. There's a lot going on. And then sometimes I'll just fill it to the brim with stuff. And so this page looks like it's going to be one of those pages where I just kind of fill up the entire thing, or fill it up as much as possible, mainly to get back into the act of drawing, because it's been a while since I've drawn for myself. You'll find that with anything that you enjoy doing, it's easy to kind of come up with excuses. You know, it's kind of easy. It's really easy to do that, right? It's like, oh man, let's just, tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start drawing tomorrow. I'll start painting tomorrow. I'll go to the gym tomorrow. You know, there's always going to be this idea of tomorrow. You know, I'll do this thing that I want to do or need to do tomorrow. And so it becomes very easy to rationalize it and so forth. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to win against myself. I'm trying to come up with a win every day. And I think in the past for me, a win for me was to draw something, to do a little bit of drawing. I always felt very happy and calm and more at peace when I got a little bit of drawing in for the day. It's kind of weird. I felt like I accomplished something for myself. And I think many of you can understand that type of feeling. You know, doing something that you love doing, but sometimes it's just a drag to do, because a lot of the times many of us have like these schedules, you know, these schedules that are super demanding. We work a lot, or we get home after a long day's work and we're like, the last thing you want to do is start doing another activity or another thing, right? This other thing that you have to do. And it just becomes another thing that you have to do. And it becomes less enjoyable sometimes, because you feel like it's an obligation, you know? And that's what it is sometimes. Is like when you want to draw, but you feel like you're forcing yourself to draw. And that makes it less compelling, you know? But oftentimes, anything worth doing or anything that you enjoy doing, you're not always going to feel 100% like doing, you know? You just aren't always going to feel. There's going to be some people out there that are like that. They love it. They love doing that thing. Love doing art, love exercising, love it. Like they just can't get enough of it. And then there's the average person, or maybe I'm just speaking for myself, basically. The person that doesn't always feel like doing that thing, you know? And it's tough, man. It's tough to force yourself. And not that I'm forcing myself to do it, but I'm trying to get myself into the habit of drawing, or basically a habit that makes that I know I get some small amount of pleasure and joy and happiness throughout in the day, and I feel like I've accomplished something for the day. And so just do the thing, man. Just do it. There's going to be days, man, that you just don't want to do that thing. Maybe you had a rough day. Maybe it's early in the morning. Maybe it's late at night. Maybe, who knows? Maybe you're having a stressful week. It's gonna be like that. Life is never, like, it's not always easy, you know? And so I guess this is just one way of me psyching myself out into drawing and getting work done. And hopefully something big will come from this. I don't know yet. I am still just focusing on getting this sketchbook done. If I finish this sketchbook this year, I'll be like one happy camper. I'll be super happy because this sketchbook has like 300 pages in it, and it is packed to the brim already with artwork. And so I'll be very, very pleased with myself if I finish this sketchbook. And so it's like a weird little goal of mine is to complete this sketchbook. Anyways, I think I'm done ranting. Hope you enjoyed my little thoughts. I'm going to end this video and continue working on this drawing for a little bit more. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and keep drawing, my friends. Cheers.